Look at these guys, no regard for the law.
A Brighton businessman caught on camera knocking a cyclist off her bike with a taxi.
The way people like you ride around and discuss.
There's motorists out there are aggressive towards cyclists and deliberately aggressive towards cyclists.
We have to act in a tribal way and have our own rules, because what we're doing out there is dangerous.
This would not be a war. If anything, it would be closer to genocide.
Cars and drivers on the road have more right to be self-righteous and angry about bike riders taking up lanes in the road.
What you have is these two tribes effectively being miles apart on their positions. You know, they're starting at the extremes, and it's very hard at the moment to find a common middle ground.
It makes me angry because this is my life, this is my passion, and this is my right to use the roads.
She was cycling madly and looking behind her to see where I was. She was in front of my car, in front of the hood of my car. She started banging on my car and yelling in the window at me, calling me a killer and an unfit mother because I had my son in the car.
I get abused with a friend riding too abreast and they will say, right, effing single file, try and steer me off the road.
Society is addicted to getting everywhere fast.
It's become an addiction. When the rush is gone, I need it back. You've got to have it back.
Society, it's driven by, you know, fast food, fast cars, fast bikes.
The adrenalines, the endorphins, the dopamine. When you've been doing it for as long as I have, it's not an easy thing to get off.
We had a car pass us, threw a projectile at me which hit me hard enough and knocked me off my bike. It was like someone hit me with a rock.
These people have got something wrong in their heads.
There's a lot of hate out there.
There was a car behind her. We would have been talking about, manslaughter or murder charges. They should be locked up.
The split second that led to tragedy.
Death by car dooring is not a way to go for a cyclist.
I was abused by a bike rider hurtling down the highway.
I think drivers need to shut up and cop it. I think cyclists need to shut up and cop it.
It's like a game. How close can you get to the cyclist before you make them wobble? It is terrifying.
It's a never-ending spiral of anger that's happening out there.
So I think it's a real worry that there's been this collective breakdown in empathy from both sides. Society can't function like this. Something has to give.